All right, y'all, we gotta forget about the sad girl era and get into the madness of it all, featuring the Maddies and yours truly. I'm Angela Mona. I'm from an Armenian background. First generation, multifaceted creative. I do everything all by myself, including the cinematic lore that I have called I Am Sincerely Nobody. And it's all about shedding light on the upbringing of a first generation girl from an immigrant family, the good and the bad, the learning and unlearning. So here's Moshi, who plays a huge role of this and is part of the debut EP. Who the hell is she? She's my alter ego. She represents my subconscious, and she's the ideal figure that I've always wanted as a kid, embodiment of everything that I love. She's the ultimate royal Maddie and generational curse breaker that plays a huge role in this, with myself included.
All right, so here's a quick overview of Angela's socials. She primarily uses Instagram, where she has most of her followers, and TikTok and YouTube, and the majority of her listeners use Spotify. Next. Angela's experienced unpredictable spikes in streams on Spotify and SoundCloud for previous tracks. So there's an opportunity to develop a marketing plan to measure stream growth. Angela's target market falls in the 18 to 34 age range. They are creative, interested in music, art, and film. They're primarily based in Los Angeles and are interested in vibrant expression and spiritual freedom. There's an opportunity to target more women and the LGBTQ plus community. And here are some of Angela's top performing videos. They're bold and unapologetically expressive. Next. So this is our 1 month KPIs, which are focused on increasing Angela's audience size and engagement across social platforms and her newsletter and targeting new potential fans. We'll also boost posts that receive above average engagement within 24 to 48 hours of the posting and 1 day of release dark ads.
So our content strategy utilizes 3 tiers. Tier 1, long form, requiring production assistance. Tier 2, short form, requiring videography or animation. And Tier 3, DIY short form, requiring video that Angela can film on her phone herself. So to exemplify these strategies, we have a release plan for her single Mad. We'll release the audio, run personality content dark ads with a link to Mad to increase conversions, put out the visualizer, put out a long form video trying to tie together Angela's passion for music education and her audience's brand affinity with Pro Tools, and then a live performance in Los Angeles, her top audience location.
So for community management, we're focusing on discovery, engagement, and interaction. So first, we'll attract the right audience by engaging with fans of similar artists and tapping into geotagged events. Next, we'll build deeper connections through personalized DMs, active replies, and engaging with content relating to healing, self-growth, and creativity, topics her ideal fans already care about. And finally, we'll launch Healing in Color, a TikTok live series where Angela paints while playing her music and discussing self-growth. This interactive experience will be promoted to her already acquired fans through Instagram stories, SMS notifications, and behind-the-scenes teasers will be repurposed clips driving engagement.
For Angela's web strategy, using her chosen web platform of Universe, we will optimize website and email signups by creating an immersive experience, refining messaging with SEO-driven keywords, making email SMS opt-ins more visible, and strategically placing key links in the header seamless for navigation, launching the SMS community for direct fan updates via text, audio messages, and voicemails, and again, to promote the interactive IM experience by introducing rage and painting rooms for fans to engage with the storyline. Next.
Last but not least, financials in 4 parts: funding source, budget breakdown, income projection, and financial analysis. The funding comes from Angela herself. We've explored other possibilities, but this is the most realistic for now. The song is self-produced, so we've budgeted only for the mix and master, and for video production, the main cost is to hire a videographer. The projected income of $5, as you can see, is estimated based on past releases and projected listenership, giving us an ROI of a negative 99%. But since our goal wasn't to profit, this is actually seen as an investment in the artist's career. That's all from us, Maddies. Thank you.
Game over.
Over.
For listening.
Incredible keeping the time. You're exactly on time. Great job,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank
All
you.
right, fantastic. So my judges, you have some time for questions. Great. I will go with Jacqueline. Go ahead.
Hi. Oh my God, that was a really fun presentation. That was really lively. One of the things that I think I'm curious about, because at the beginning you talked a little bit about like current social, Spotify growth and comparing those numbers, and there's a lot of direct to fan communications that you're going to do, which is fantastic. I'm curious about how you're going to further her into like the Spotify algorithm. You know what I mean? Like obviously you have your DistroKid, et cetera, but where are you pushing using Spotify as an additional marketing platform?
Yeah, I can actually speak to that. So we didn't have enough time to really put it within this presentation, but it's definitely something we considered. So we really want to use every aspect of Spotify for artists that she's currently not utilizing. So some ideas we had were creating an artist playlist that she can pin on her profile. It can be Best of Angela Mona. It can be like Healing My Inner Child, which incorporates different artist songs, her songs, using Spotify canvases, Spotify clips on that profile as well, using the pre-release countdown feature as well, so people can automatically have the song, her newest releases downloaded on their phone if they opt into that. So yeah, really using every facet of Spotify since that is her most popular streaming platform among her current listeners.
Great, thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. And Eric, go ahead.
That just to kind of echo what Jacqueline said, that was a really great presentation. It definitely woke me up. And I feel like I want to hang out with you, Angela.
Hang
the-
out, Eric. Let's go.
She's super cool. She's super cool. Chill.
the only question I have is, so you kind of have these two personas of Angela and Moshi. In terms of like the data that you've looked at, what kind of evidence have you got to support how you present those personas so that you're not kind of dividing the audience and you're actually differentiating kind of what you're doing? Like how are you approaching that?
So it all solely depends on the video content that I make. So let's say one piece of video portrays me as the hostess, right? Like I'm the creator. And then there's one video of Moshi. If you look at my music video, Guess Who? In the beginning, it's me as the creator, as the hostess of my timeline. And then Moshi, it transitions to Moshi, who's this figment of my imagination, but also a huge part of me. So I'm her creator, basically. So we would differentiate in different videos, different music pieces. Maybe in one song, Moshi would have a different voice, different lyricism. They all have different color schemes. And it's not just Moshi. I have another character, and that's going to be in a completely different project in the long run. But for now, because this EP is a character study on Moshi, I figured why not just focus on that before we roll out into the big album, which is ultimately going to be I Am.
Amazing. Wonderful job. Great job waking up everybody. We really appreciate it. Okay, wonderful. So our next team's gonna be Team 12. Give me a few minutes. I can get you all set up.